My group looked at IM Books and Moth Design and how well they pivoted in COVID-19. I'll be presenting information from Kitty and Kristen's paragraphs are found on Moth Design and IM Books. Although they are both creative enterprises, they are both different in the way they are run and how they approach COVID. Moth Design is a Melbourne-based company that was started by Kate Hannaford, who also runs Moth Design's pivot, Happy Scrubs. Iron Books is a company run by Nicola Orechwa and Jim Penzino. The business is situated in Boston, located in a not-so-popular part. Both are run by entrepreneurs, but Iron Books didn't really have an approach to COVID and therefore lost a lot of business as a part of it. Iron Books was a company started with the intent of bringing the company together, selling books and creating networks with customers. They rely on a lot of face-to-face communication and meetings with a community-based approach. Iron Books, after all, is a bookstore and required book purchases to make profit and income to support their workers. Their overarching values are networking and community and the implementation of Italian culture into the way that they do business. Although they didn't pivot well, Kristen came up with a framework for them to actually perform better in COVID. She brought up the idea of using Discord, a service which provides a platform for individuals to communicate with others while not needing to be face to face. They could have started a group on Discord, on a Discord server, and allowed individuals to connect and talk while also broadening the community and spreading their influence. Within Discord, they are able to set admins and moderators to start meetings and activities for everyone on the server. Discord is a very diverse interface and has a lot of possibilities for Iron Books. But Iron Books didn't use Discord. They lost a lot of their community connections as they were unable to see each other physically face to face. It was also harder for Iron Books to pivot as they are a small local business and didn't have many connections apart from that of the community that they were in. Moth Design, on the other hand, took an expert approach to COVID. They designed another temporary company during COVID called Happy Scrubs. The business idea was designed in a way that they could sell scrubs to emergency workers for a lower cost. The values they lived by are networking and having strong connections, holding high prestigious value for themselves as they worked with larger businesses. They are a well-established large business in Melbourne with many connections, and this is what also helped them succeed, as they did not have to rely on making new connections in COVID. They were able to work off what they already had around them, as stated by Whittel, also known as bricolage. This also provided temporary work for the individuals in Moth Design to work at Happy Scrubs, making uniforms for emergency workers in the field. Their location is also very beneficial for them, as they are in Brunswick, Melbourne, which is a very popular creative location in Melbourne, with many individuals going through that street. This also gave them an advantage as they had local businesses that would need scrubs as well. Although Moth Design and Iron Books have similar values, they are different in the way they are run, with one focused on culture, face-to-face meetings, wanting to sell physical copies of books to individuals in a small town. The other being Moth Design relied on concerts, venues, and shows to hire them out to design layouts for the venues, which they then shifted to creating scrubs for individuals in the emergency work and anyone needing them, which continued their income stream, allowing individuals that worked at Moth Design to work in COVID. In conclusion, they are similar in values, but they are different in the way they are run. One had the intent to continue and had an opportunity and took an entrepreneurial approach, while Iron Books could have done something like this, which they didn't. They instead just froze the business and didn't continue business, and this would have created a loss for them. If they would have taken the approach of making an online Discord community, they could have kept their connections and but even potentially grown their reach and spread influencing more individuals and creating a strong community.